President Tinubu stated that the integrity of the presidency and the institutions of the federal government must be protected against impersonation, forgery, abuse of official identity, and exploitation of weaknesses in the public service. The president also directed that all persons found culpable be treated strictly in accordance with applicable laws. Of course, this came off the table of Bayo Ononuga, who is the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, dated yesterday, Tuesday, the 7th of July, 2026. And so, Dr. Moha,
Yeah.
talk to us. Here we are. Is a lengthy directive given by the president. A lot of people had said over time that the presidency, apart from the lengthy, rather unnecessarily lengthy, explanation by Bayo Ononuga, that the president himself, looking at the weighty allegations and the issues involved, had been silent. Now he has spoken. How do you see that?
I think Big Bonnie, the president for me spoke even late. He spoke late on this matter because we are aware that on the 27th of this month, Matthew Adeniyi will be charged to court to face charges, 12 count charges. However, the broader issue is that of corruption. Remember one former British Prime Minister, David Cameron, who did say that Nigerians are fantastically corrupt. And we know, as of today, we can say exactly that we have about 41 or 42 ministries. But we cannot say that about our agencies and departments. Some people are saying we have 482 agencies. Others are saying 512. While the latest report from Yiga Africa says that we have over 600 ministries and agencies, some of them repeating the functions of the other. So this very one now is an eye-opener, either for government law enforcement agencies, because we're in a country where office is more powerful than the law. We have a situation where even individuals that occupy offices become more powerful than even the law that established such offices. So I think the presidential directive is a presidential directive, and as somebody who read law myself, I don't know how it's going to be conflict or be in tandem with the court processes, which will start on the 27th. But I know that this very Matthew Adeniyi must not have been acting alone. For you to have gone this far, interacting with foreigners, interacting with CBN, interacting with the Secretary to State Government, federal government, and a whole lot of government, senior government officials, up to having an office at the Federal Secretariat and having that office with over 200 staff, paying, which you pay monthly from public funds, and even the supposedly fake agency having appeared in the 2026 budget. So, but I think we are up to something, and this may even help us to streamline. There's one Orosona report that one time indicated that there are too many agencies, too many ministries. For government to be efficient, that we have to prune down the number of ministries and agencies that we have. And this very matter now has brought back to focus this issue of too many agencies repeating themselves. And at the end of the day, it doesn't. Let me just say this, because people are saying that this agency has been there before. But what existed during the time of President Buhari was the Presidential Economic Advisory Council. That was what existed, and I don't know whether they brought this forward to give it a new name or whether this one is an entirely fresh agency.
Well, your last statement, whether they brought it, but those who should have brought it are complaining, they are denying. But one thing is, this case, the gentleman that is reportedly fake has told the media and the world that the case is in court. Which court? I don't know.
Federal High Court.
Okay, Federal High Court,
Abuja,
right?
yes, yes.
Fantastic. It may not sound prejudicial now because the chief of staff himself has threatened to take him to court. And the president has, ordered an investigation into it. So we can talk about it. And Nigerians are talking about it. Now, there was an agency with a name that sounded similar. Yeah. I wonder if it took off at all. Now, there's hardly anything that has not been said, as much as this thing is concerned. But let's look at the presidential directive, one of which is all the individuals that have been allegedly, though, involved, the central bank governor, the secretary to the government of the federation, the person in charge of the civil service of the federation, also there's the office of the civil service of the federation, Femi Gbajabiamila himself, many others, all right, even the accountant general, they've all been mentioned as those who facilitated this. And then the National Assembly, how do you look at that? Yeah. How fictitious can a man be to have navigated all these routes until the budget found its way into the national budget?
Big man, let me tell you, if, for example, the initial letter of appointment was forged and the person the letter was sent to didn't recognize it as forged or accepted it, and then issues another directive based on that forged letter. Now, the present directive by this man now who got this, it's no longer forged. Because so down the line, the thing continues to go like that. You have worked in a big establishment.
Exactly.
If a letter comes from the GM and you yourself doesn't identify the letter as fake, and you write a subsequent letter, I've been directed, so it goes. So all this blame shouldn't be. The problem is to trace where the initial forged letter emanated. Because those other people are just following, this is civil service, they are just following the queue that has come from top. I hope you understand it. Yes. From that direction. Mm-hmm. So that is why when people are saying these people are culpable, how can you be culpable when a letter comes from the chief of staff for you to treat? What if you say there is treat? And myself, having worked in the public service, you just follow the directive. It's just like the presidential thing now that has been given. If this thing is forged, what the other people will do is to continue down the line, establish the office, put him in the budget, and so on and so forth. So the blame Nigerians are putting on everybody should not be so, because you don't get a letter from your superior and you take the letter back and say, okay, did they forge this letter before bringing it to me? What you do is to act on the letter before you. Mm-hmm. So, but what we should look at is the National Assembly that, to me, have failed in their. That is why all these things they say on your mandate and they pass everything. The National Assembly need to work on documents brought before them. They have legislative assistants, they have lawyers, they have accountants who are with them there. So they should work on this and not just passing this thing page. You remember the day they passed the budget, we have read paragraph section 1 to 50, pass, 50 to 100, pass, 100 to this, pass, and just in few minutes. So this kind of thing can easily pass through that kind of situation. This shows now that we have to look at our National Assembly again. This rubber stamp thing they are doing will lead the country into disaster.
Well, the president too may have suspected something like this because part of the directive of the engagement that whatever investigative body will be having is whether there are duplicities, there are questions, there are indeed other agencies that were fictitiously, formed and empowered to siphon money from.
It's just possible. It's possible.
Okay.
The moment the initial letter is obtained, whether forged or anyhow, it's obtained, the subsequent letters will flow from the original directive that has been given by the man in charge. If, for example, a letter emanates from the CBN governor directing that so and so should be done, you, the staff working in the office of the central bank governor, will not generate your own letter. What you do is to comply with the directive that has already been given to you. So if they want to get this thing right, they should, at the very first initial letter that came in this whole saga, so that they can know that, because if you don't get at that, the same man can still bring up other letters and establish other agencies, and it will flow. And secondly, this is the time to have a good audit of all our agencies, so that the people can know them. They can know them by name. And the number is 400 and 500 and 600. It's so frightening. What are we doing with 600 agencies and parastatals?
Well, even when Buhari came on board in his time, he did say he was going to prune down the ministries, agencies, and all that. Tinubu said about the same thing,
yes,
only for him to come and even multiplied it.
Yes.
Some people said it was just a matter of, job for the boys, which is common with
the other jobs.
That is the job for the boys now.
You can revive industries and create jobs.
Okay, but again, let's go back to the issue of the directive. Definitely some names have been mentioned. Those people have not, argued otherwise. None that I know. Until Femi Gbajabiamila started, threatening to go to court and giving 72 hours, threatening to, take exemplary and whatever charge damages of 10 billion naira. The Akumes of this world, who is the secretary to the government of the Federation, copiously mentioned. The central bank governor copiously mentioned. The accountant general also. And then whoever facilitated the office space at the Federal Secretariat. These individuals, I thought by now should have reacted too.
Yes, I don't. They are waiting for what the commander in chief will do. For me, I'm not defending them or standing for them, but it's such a very sensitive matter. If you are in government, you don't just react. You still wait to see the direction the head of state or the commander in chief will go, and the direction has come with this directive now. So it is within the framework and context of this directive that they can now comfortably react. The civil service have its rules and the regulations, so you don't just react to anything on social media or anything coming from the press.
This is beyond social media, because the spokesperson to the president has spoken. And in fact, if I was reading that in a class for an exam, I probably would fail the exam because I won't be able to comprehend all.
Yes, it's a very long one. But we still blame the entire civil service, because as at August 2025, that's about 1 year now, this same man, Matthew Adeniyi, has been flagged, and he was to have been charged last year. And he remained in that office till we now saw what Gbajabiamila did. They are calling Gbajabiamila the whistleblower now.
So he's not the main person, the yes, connector.
Yes,
or the conduit.
It appears.
Anyway, we also look at time here, but two major issues we have to look at. One, you said you were a lawyer. Just as we're talking, I should have even introduced you as one. Is there was the Orosonya report swept under the carpet. If you look at the enormity of this allegation, the enormity of the recommendations or directives by the president, and 30 days, and then also the fact that even more serious reports, if at all this ever happens, have been swept under the massive carpet in Nigeria. Do you think 30 days will be okay?
I think if they want to do a serious work, 30 years will be okay. But
days,
30 days, sorry, will be okay. Look, let me tell you, there has been a case by the International Center for Investigative Reporting, ICRC, which filed a suit number HPCS 273 in 2021. In that suit, the people who filed the suit were saying that money should never be released to bodies unknown to law. That case, I wouldn't know what happened to it. if that case had been concluded and there was a judgment, this one could have been, law will based on precedent. This one could have been based on that, because people have always been saying that there have been agencies that are being funded by the federal government unknown to law. It's not a new thing. Right in 2021, this matter has been there, and the case number is what I've just quoted. But certain things happen in this country, and at times it's swept under the carpet.
The carpet is complaining already. I don't know.
This one,
whether we'll sweep some into the sea. Maybe we should sweep some into the sea.
No, we started with fighting ghost workers, but today we are fighting ghost agencies. You see how this is
now? Yes, the aspect of law now, substituted arrest or whatever. I don't know. Somebody was trying to put that to us yesterday. That Adeyemi's father and even a friend who came visiting the old man were arrested by the police. Where in law is it acceptable?
That is wrong. In fact, there's an appeal court judgment by Nikki Toby, who later went to the Supreme Court, that dealt on that. You cannot arrest somebody's friend or somebody's father or somebody's mother, housemaid, or whatever, because of the offense that person committed. These things are clear in law. What happens is that in practice, the police, DSS, and these other people just do what they want. I've just told you that we have a country where people's office becomes bigger than the law. So there's no way. Those arrests are made, maybe along the line they release them. But it's wrong in law. Mm-hmm. It's wrong.
Well, Baja Gate or Yemi Gate, we don't even know which one to take, but the president has waded in, and I hope that Tinubu will write his name in gold. A lot of things have come off this. Do we have ghost workers? That one has been established over the years, even up to local governments. Do we now have ghost agencies besides?
That's what we have now.
Yes, okay. Now we have at least one that we know.
Yes.
But Nigerians are saying that indeed there are so many ghost agencies. And because there are people who are connected to these agencies and are the signatories as alleged, it was never known until maybe God used one Yemi, Adeniyi Matthew, to now unearth it. But would President Bola Tinubu in his time have the political will, the political integrity to deal with this matter so that we may never have it again? Who is right, who is wrong, I don't know. I think I quoted Bongo Sikwe either yesterday or day before yesterday. But what's going to be will be. Either it is swept this time into the sea, or if the carpet still has some space underneath it, it will still be swept there. Or if we're indeed looking for a new Nigeria,
this is an opportunity.
This is an opportunity.
For us to
all right.
Right direction.
So let's take our first break. We'll be back. And I still have with me Dr. Eugene Nwoha. He's even a lawyer and is a public affairs analyst. Stay with us.
No firewood, no charcoal, say hello to the new non-smoky party jollof. Hey. Sure you like the taste of party jollof?
Enjoy the new Knorr Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
Now you got the flavor. If you want that smoky flavor that you like to show off, no Smoky Party Jollof.
Better don't land area o. Customer fit transfer money, but no fit carry goods comot shop because you no see alert. You go sell market, money go hang for air. To collect money for wetin you sell go become wahala for you and customer. Aba Eyimba City. Obotonti na Bambo. With a business acumen, help don't land.
My brother, it dey tire sometime. All the effort I don't put for this business, true, I need help.
No worry, Oga. It be like say the help don't land. The better way they find don't land inside Aba, A-line, V-line, Semek, Eyimba, even Bakassi. Everywhere. Bongole don't enter town with MTN and Union Bell. No more business palaver. You need better smart POS or Union Bell smartphone. When they collect money through card or transfer or tap to pay or we there for you.
Waiting be tap again.
You never hear that one before? Customer go just tap their card or phone for your POS and you go get your money sharp. No need to cram account number for head. Better never finish so. You get business loans to support your business. And that Union Bell smartphone where I talk before, you fit buy am with pay small money wey no go hook you for neck.
My brother, thank you. E be like say you sabi everything wey I want for this business. Abeg, where I fit get all these things from this one wallet dem?
We no dey far from you at all. If you see people wey dey wear gold t-shirts wey get one wallet logo, ask them about one wallet. You fit call us on 09010728105 or visit our One Wallet hub wey dey closest to you. Download the One Wallet app on Android and iOS for amazing business growth opportunities. One Wallet Microfinance Bank Limited is licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria and insured by the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Ama m ihe ị chọrọ, aga m enye gị Uniplex. Ọ ga-eme ka obi gị dị jụụ. Uniplex, ngwa ngwa. Uniplex, ngwa ngwa. Uniplex, ngwa ngwa. Uniplex. Uniplex. Uniplex cough syrup nwere ammonium chloride, diphenhydramine chloride, sodium citrate na menthol crystals. Iji nyere gị aka memela mgbe akpịrị, oyi na ụkwara. A na-emepụta ya site na Daily Need Industries Limited. Uniplex cough syrup bụ maka ụmụaka na ndị okenye. Biko gụọ ntụziaka ngwa ya so ya. Ihe na-arịa gị gafee mkpụrụ ụbọchị abụọ, gaa hụ dọkịta.
Oh yeah, shoppers, make una hear correct gist. Maggi chicken flavor promo don land o.
Buy Maggi chicken flavor 50 double cubes pack and get 10 extra cubes free.
Yes o, and if you buy small 10 double cubes pack, you go get 4 cubes free.
Now more rich chicken taste, more enjoyment and more value for your money.
Rush go your nearest shop now and ask for Maggi chicken flavor promo pack before e finish. Offer valid while stocks last. Me and Maggi, so good together.
My brother, I hear say Lafarge don change name.
Yes now, Lafarge Africa PLC don transform come become HBM Nigeria PLC. The name don change but na still the same ogbonge cement and other building solutions company wey help build Third Mainland Bridge, National Assembly Complex, First and Second Niger Bridge dem, Cocoa House, National Theatre plus plenty HTRM construction for dis we country since 1960.
HBM Nigeria, formerly Lafarge.
HBM Nigeria PLC, formerly Lafarge Africa PLC, Beyond Buildings.
When body they holla, and head they hammer, oh God they para. What come to go slow? Take Rexall paracetamol. It go help some of your headaches and pains. Yeah. Rexall paracetamol.
Rexall paracetamol go punch out pain, headache and feverish conditions. Kia and your body go take and pay to carry go. Rexall paracetamol. Tablet day for adults, syrup for children, and drop for baby them.
Rexall paracetamol.
Rexall paracetamol. Now Daily Needs Industries they make them. After 2 days you know better, go see your doctor.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, next up, we're looking at the Senate of the Federal Republic, which yesterday, Tuesday, rejected calls to nationalize South African-owned businesses, including MTN and DSTV, in retaliation for the ongoing xenophobic attacks on Nigerians and other Africans, Black Africans for that matter, in South Africa. Okay? This is even as it strongly condemned the violence and urged the federal government to intensify diplomatic efforts to protect Nigerians in South Africa. The discussion formed the second time in 2 months. The attention of the Nigerian Senate was again drawn to the xenophobic attacks on citizens in South Africa, as Senator Asuku Ekpayong moved the motion for debate on the floor. The Red Chamber has urged the federal government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Nigerian High Commission in South Africa to obtain written assurances from the South African government regarding the protection of Nigerians following the expiration of the June 30 deadline given by those who are non-state actors who chose to put the law or take the laws into their hands. Let's look at it from that angle. Obviously, the Nigerian government is saying that we should do this and that, but Senator Orji Uzor Kalu urged the federal government to ensure that the perpetrators of these deadly acts are made to face the full wrath of the law. Maybe we should hear from the senator first. put his perspective, one side, and then the general opinion of the Senate on the other side, and maybe the feelings of Nigerians, which we are aware of over time, even those families that have suffered, casualties because their persons have died. Only the day before yesterday, we told you about one Ekpeyong, we've told you about Big Joe and one other person. There could be more. But let's hear what Senator Jules Okalu has to say.
South Africa used to be very close to Nigeria, and I remember all the good things we have done to that country. What is happening in South Africa is least expected, that upon Nigerian money, Nigerian blood, everything put into South Africa was in excess of $15 billion. And they're treating Nigerians like this. I want us also to continue playing in the path of caution by still engaging them to demand that they must look after all Nigerian assets damaged in South Africa and pay.
All right, Dr. Moha, the Senate,
Yes.
Dr. Ojius Okalu being part of it, has said something. And I think, first of all, countries, let's look at Ghana, which has, whether seized or nationalized, I actually don't want to use any beautiful word to describe what any country would do. And the reason is because of what the South African government has also done, not minding that people are dying, their businesses, families put in disarray and all that. Ghana has taken an action, but for the second time, if not more, the Nigerian government, first of all, the Foreign Affairs Ministry said we should use diplomatic means. The legislature talked about legislative approach. Now the legislature again is saying, no, we are not going to do anything to their businesses. There are allegations. That is because most of them have interests in these South African businesses. They only bear South African names, but the majority of shareholders, as alleged, are these top officials of government. And maybe that's the reason they are dilly-dallying.
Sure, Big Bonnet. Yes, even what the Senate did yesterday, to me, this could have happened 3 weeks ago, because they have allowed this problem to fester, and some criminal gangs, even within South Africa, has taken over. And for me, either the government is complacent or the government is supporting what they are doing behind. Let me tell you frankly, the Big Bonnet, the situation in South Africa is pitiable, not only for Nigerians alone, even Ghanaians, people from Ivory Coast and all the rest of them. They went there. Many of them are doing legitimate business with papers. We will not deny the fact that some of our people there went there without the correct papers. But there's laws to deal with all these things. There's international law. There's all migration laws. There are also a whole lot of gamut of legislations or laws that can deal with this. We cannot accept this type to their hand, go to people's shops, beat them up. Properties. This is unacceptable. This is why the Nigerian government should rise now. What the Senate is doing is just suggestion, making opinions. But Nigerian government, the executive, should rise and see what they... Recently, the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, wanted to visit Ghana in this August, next month. The Ghanaian government rejected that application, that he shouldn't come to Ghana because tensions are very high. So the Nigerian government should send a powerful envoy to South Africa to see what can be done. By just sending airplanes to bring our people back is not the final solution to this problem. There are people who are dead. There are people who have lost their properties. You say keep engaging with them, like Joseph Kali said. Keep engaging with them till when? When will this engagement end? What will be the result? People need action. Families are traumatized. People are losing their lives. People are losing their properties. And you say keep engaging with them. What kind of engagement?
Let me come in here. The Nigerian Senate is saying, alongside the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that the Nigerian government should obtain written assurances from the South African government. This is the South African government led by Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa that has come out before the cameras, video cameras, to tell the world that what the citizens of South Africa are doing is their civic right. That they have the constitutional right to do what they are doing and that government cannot stop them.
So what else you need?
Do you see the multitude? Do you see the number of people?
See the crowd. If you see the crowd coming out,
do you see that? As a matter of fact, government cannot do anything. Yes, you can't chase the crowd, but there are leaders of the movement. Government, as a Nigerian, and I feel so pained here, I'm saying that the government of South Africa is tacitly behind these people.
Definitely.
I don't know if you agree with me.
I agree with you 100%.
So
they are behind.
So this approach of obtaining written assurances after diplomatic approach and whatever legislative approach, don't you think Nigeria has that some persons are hiding something?
Yes, I think so. That is why many people like Trump. If you are doing this to American citizens anywhere in the world, you see Trump coming out, gun ablazing, like he used to say. So Nigeria is a big country, whether we accept it. I mean, in Africa, in West Africa, in Africa as a whole. So when do we show that our bigness? When do we show that we are a giant of Africa? Many people say we are not, but we are. This is the time to defend our citizens. This is it. If there are people who have contravened the law is there to take care of such cases. Why would people just be treated like common criminals in a place where they have been residing?
All right. Again, we look at time. We have subcontinental bodies like ECOWAS.
Yes.
And we have the continental body like the Africa Union.
Yes.
These individual countries that have been targeted are taking these steps all by themselves, as far as I know. We've not directly heard anything from either ECOWAS, where Nigeria is involved. Malawi, for instance, Zimbabwe, they are southern African countries, fine, and they are taking their own action as individual countries. But we haven't heard nothing, for all I care, from these two. One is subcontinental one, ECOWAS.
Have we approached them? Do you have idea whether we approach ECOWAS?
Okay. There's no for approach,
yes,
right?
We need to lay our complaints before them. To whoever is heading ECOWAS.
Because I know that Ghana, for instance, has written to
something like that. Something like that. We have not had anything like that from Nigeria to ECOWAS to OAU, like you mentioned. We need to be proactive. We don't need to just end up bringing our citizens back. That's the only thing we can do when our citizens are in clear danger. Of there's one junior minister in South Africa who was asking us even to show them where our Nigerian drug dens are. That was a big insult. That's a big insult to a country like Nigeria. Come and show us where you are hiding your drugs.
I'm happy we're looking at these whole issues from the Nigerian point of view. Let's go to political matters now. Vice presidential candidate of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, has dismissed claims by former Borno governor Ali Modu Sheriff that Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi lacks significant political support in northern Nigeria. According to the former Kano governor, Sheriff's comments did not reflect the political reality in the north, insisting that Obi recorded about 2.8 million votes across the region during the last presidential election. Kwankwaso argued that with what he described as growing dissatisfaction over the performance of the APC, that is a led administration, and the addition of a northern figure to the OK presidential ticket, that the alliance remains a strong political force in the region. Well, the center point of this conversation here is Peter Obi and the attacks against him, quote and unquote, from all angles. Modu Sheriff has been very silent of late. Modu Sheriff, for those who talk about him, they don't have very nice words about him. But now elections are near, and for whatever reason, he's showing his head again, and he's been all over the media. Do you think Kwankwaso is justified replying him that way, or Modu Sharif is justified from your own personal observation that Peter Obi cannot make any inroad into the north?
Do we have to continue with this kind of politics? I thought by now we should be heading towards politics of issues. All this thing that's every day, Peter Obi, Peter Obi the only man running for presidency. Even all other persons, even his former spokesman, Kenneth Okonkwo, everybody, all the interviews they grant is on Peter. For me, I want to look at politics of issues. We have very biting issues, issues of poverty, issues of lack of infrastructure, critical infrastructure in many areas, issues of quality education, agriculture and the water supply, and all the rest of it. These are what what I'm expecting our politicians at that level to talk about. How are we going to deal with all these issues? And this is what Peter Obi himself should also address. If all this is from the north, he's from the south, is this, his tribe, the religion, this. These things haven't helped us in the past. So I'm surprised with Modu Sharif. I know him in the days of NPP or so, when he formed his party. So, okay, PDP, went to NPP. So I'm surprised that our leaders are still at that bottom level of.
Well, I like your idea of being a Nigerian, which is what I always preach.
Yes.
All right, and that's the reason as a Nigerian and by extraction where I come from, I wouldn't want anybody to say I'm a minority. It's a big problem, and that is what we have. But while we are talking about a Modu Sharif, even if we have tribal, ethnic, religious politics in Nigeria, even from the southeast where Peter Obi comes from, we have the likes of David Umahi, who even yesterday dismissed suggestions that Peter Obi poses a political threat to President Bola Tinubu. He said that Peter Obi can't even face him, David Umahi, not to talk about the president. All of this we know are geared towards 2027. Well, that there have been so much criticism, and I've always told my friends who argue with me that no human being, no matter how good you are, people must talk about you. Of course, the president has been facing a lot of backlash, the handling of the economy, of course, the insecurity issues and all that. But David Umahi has never spared any moment to lash Obi. And I'm not looking at it from the tribal prism. Well, it is important that we hear him directly. Let's hear what Umahi said before we look at your own angle to it.
It didn't make a lot of scale of Peter Obi not to talk about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or our party APC. What displays around Peter Obi is AI politics. It is put something on nothing. So nobody is scared about Peter Obi. I read where it was said that Peter Obi said, Tinubu should resign because of this. And I asked myself, how many times did Peter Obi resign as governor of Anambra State? Failure to fix the road, failure to establish industry, failure to, empower people, failure to establish airport, failure to establish seaport, failure to pay contractors.
Now, wow, the matter they hot to. Anyway, Umahi also accused members of the Obedient movement of being intolerant of opposing views, alleging that critics of Obi are often met with insults, threats, and even lawsuits. Let's get to hear him again.
The Obedient movement, you disagree, they insult people, they wish people dead, threats and all kinds of things. Is that the kind of this? So nobody is afraid of P2B. We demonstrate it. We just had an election in Enugu State, a senatorial by-election. How did P2B perform in that election? And that is showing that our people are beginning to be very strategic and very understanding. If Southeast would be understanding, how much more other geopolitical zones? So I can assure you that nobody is afraid of P2B.
Wow. Peter Obi's 8-year tenure as governor of Anambra State, was also lampooned because Umahi argued that the former governor lacked the moral authority to call on President Tinubu to resign. That much he just mentioned. Yeah. I don't know if you have anything to say about this.
Look at this was the type of politics Rotimi Amechi played against Jonathan for Buhari. where did it land him? I've always said that I don't understand why this guy Omahi is talking about the 88th tenure of P2B. We have the records. We have how P2B turned Anambra State around. So there's no point going there. The thing is that when they don't have anything to offer to tell the people, there are issues were expected Omahi to be discussing. And at worst, you market your own presidential candidate in APC. That's President Tinubu. You market him and go ahead. This going over P2B every day is becoming nauseating and irritating, because you will need people who have bright ideas on how to tackle the insecurity in the country. We need people who have bright ideas on how to turn the economy around. Tell the people, market the people the issues and the what you can do to change there. Look at the level of poverty. 133 million people are multidimensionally poor. We are not discussing that. We are discussing P2B when he was 80 years governor, some 25 years ago. I don't understand the way our people reason, the way they do politics. And for him, although I'm not looking at it from that angle of tribal, ethnic, but there are many things on the roads, because P2B went somewhere and showed where the roads are not good. Therefore, what you do is to take your people and fix the road. There are many things the Minister of Works can do instead of P2B every day. The roads are not in good shape. We apply the roads. But you yourself, you apply.
Well, I think there are places where civilization prevails, and even the opposition can work, from the angle of opposition, but helping government to do what it has to do. But in Nigeria, even if a market woman says something, we have reactions. Anyway, I just wanted to have your perspective to it. Because, on a larger scale, I'm thinking that Nigerians should begin to look at issues indeed, rather than all these petty things, especially from the high level. We have lower level and the higher level now. We don't have the middle level in Nigeria. I don't know where you belong. You seem to be from the higher level.
How do you say that?
Your belly big now. Anybody will get big belly.
Why you call big body? You are the higher level.
Anybody will get big belly and a big man. Now, so some children run to me in church. One church where I go like that because I get big belly. I told them that the small man sitting next to me was a rich man, and it was true. And the man said, "This is my brother. You want to kill me?" I said, "No. They just look my belly on they carry me." I no agree. Anyway, still on politics, the issue in the PDP. I don't know if you are a politician, because that may taint your opinion on this. And if you are not, if you are as neutral as I am, it may just be.
I'm neutral.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, we heard that the Board of Trustees of the Turaki-led People's Democratic Party has debunked reports alleging that some of its candidates are planning legal action against the party, that is the leadership of the party, under the chairmanship of Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, describing the claim as false. This was contained in a statement issued on Tuesday by the party's interim national publicity secretary, Comrade Ini Memabong. In addition, the statement, the party also announced that a suit seeking an order compelling INEC to recognize the party's interim national working committee has been adjourned for further judgment. The PDP said the matter came up for hearing earlier in the day with counsel to all parties adopting their respective processes before the court. Well, we're looking at a party that is embattled on one side as yet, because until the matter is finalized in court, the Turaki-led party is playing the second fiddle in the faction. Yeah. But they have also, just like the Labour Party, the side led by Aburi, kept people, let's call that placeholding as well. I don't know the right. So and they are in court. So when you are in court, until judgment is passed, you're as good as having won or lost. So they can as well talk. But here we are. The party, if you ask me, is embattled yet there are allegations of the leadership being petitioned. There have been allegations of people beating the drum somewhere.
Yes.
Is it likely that some persons within the party are seeing the writing on the wall and they figure that, okay, let's cause some trouble? Like my dear brother, Senator Abamoru, I recall when there was this first judgment from the court and he was the first to appear before the wicked. I said, me, I know they do. I don't know. How do you feel it?
Yes, I think my own question is, when will this trouble in PDP, when will it end? When will it end? They're always in court. There's always a faction. So I don't know the type of politics we are playing. By now, this is 2026. We are heading to 2027. What PDP, APC, Labour should be telling us is their programs for the people. Yet there are still eternal squabbles, fightings, and this will continue till the election, till after the election. They will go to High Court, Federal High Court, the Appeal Court, Supreme Court. Even the Supreme Court will take the matter back to the Federal High Court again. So why are we on this when there are very important issues to deal with? When the people are suffering, you are just creating factions endlessly. So I don't even the media. I advise the media to forget some of these guys.
Indeed, you're correct, because some time ago, when this litigation thing started, the Turaki, right?
Yeah, Turaki.
His faction did say at that time, when they were looking at reconciliation, that they were tired of the lingering, unending litigations. But somewhere along the line again, like politicians that they are, they made a U-turn. Okay, something good is coming to Abia if the example that we've seen in Ubakala is anything to go by, because the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, has commissioned the Ogbo Central Smart School in Ubakala, which is in Umahia South local government. He described it as a transformative investment in human capital that will position Abia as a leader in technology-driven education and future economic growth. The Smart School project, executed by the administration of Governor Oti, features digitally enabled classrooms equipped with retractive learning technologies and other instructional tools. Speaking while commissioning the project, Dr. Alausa highlighted the benefits of the school, that is the smart schools, to include early exposure to artificial intelligence, AI, and digital technology, among others. Of course, many more. The governor also spoke there. Governor Oti said the Smart School initiative formed part of his administration's strategy to transform human capital into the engine of economic growth. Yes, Enugu State, took the lead. I don't know of any other state yet. Maybe I don't know about Lagos or maybe the FCT, but I know very well about Enugu having built a couple of smart schools, and now Abia is there. This one came quietly. The governor has promised that there will be one in each of the 17 local governments. How do you view this?
It's a good one. It's a good one. We have always been talking about these smart schools since 2023, and I'm happy now that at least one, we have seen one coming on board. We expect that the statement by the governor will be fulfilled, so that we have at least one. Because the education sector, the governor in his last media speech admitted that they have not done well in the education sector, especially we are seeing photographs of dilapidated schools all over the place. And he was frank enough to admit that he hasn't done well in that sector. I thank him for that, because that is part of leadership. You can admit these areas I did well, and these areas I didn't do well. So now the Smart School of 18, if we can have one in 3 years, maybe the next 1 year or the other time we can still have.
No, if this came quietly, maybe the others are at the incubation stage.
Are close to
okay, who knows?
Let us hope.
All right. Thank you so very much, Dr. Eugene Woha. We'll have to take another break, after which we'll now go interactive on People in Politics. Stay with us. It's Magic 102.9 FM. Abba Enyimba City.
No firewood, no charcoal, say hello to the new non-smoky party jollof. Hey, hey, hey. Sure you like the taste of party jollof?
Enjoy the new Knorr Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
Now you got the flavor. If you want that smoky flavor that you like to show off, no Smoky Party Jollof.
Because it's good for stronger health. What do you need? Amatem, fast relief in malaria. It's not you with Amatem, no issue. Oh, we only need 10. Oh, Amatem something. Fight malaria, no stress. Oh, Amatem something.
When malaria show, no time to talk. Amatem soft gel at Bodogu.
Enjoy the instant goodness.
Chocolate, instant goodness all the way. Reaching milk and reaching cocoa. There's no drink like John Vence chocolate.
John Vence 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
Wait, before you buy that multivitamin, ask yourself, if they give your pikin a complete nutrition?
Choose Afravite with over 30 years of caring for babies and growing children. Choose Afravite.
Afravite is for multivitamin drop and syrup with them make special for small baby them and pikin them with on the grow. It contains essential vitamin them for to take grow, get immunity, and the help brain to develop. NAFDAC approval.
Give them Afravite every day.
Afravite. Now Afrapchem Limited they make them. People with they make panda paracetamol. Oh yeah, shoppers, make una hear correct gist. Maggi chicken flavor promo don land o.
Buy Maggi chicken flavor 50 double cubes pack and get 10 extra cubes free.
Yes, so and if you buy small 10 double cubes pack, you go get 4 cubes free.
Now more rich chicken taste, more enjoyment, and more value for your money.
Rush go your nearest shop now and ask for Maggi chicken flavor promo pack before it finish. Offer valid while stocks last. Me and Maggi, so good together.
My brother, I hear say Lafarge don't change name.
Yes, now. Lafarge Africa PLC don't transform. Come become HBM Nigeria PLC. The name don't change, but now still the same Ogbonge Cement and other building solutions company. We help build Third Mainland Bridge, National Assembly Complex, First and Second Niger Bridge them, Cocoa House, National Theatre, plus plenty of construction for this week country since 1960.
HBM Nigeria, formerly Lafarge.
HBM Nigeria PLC, formerly Lafarge Africa PLC, Beyond Buildings.
Ferrobin iron and care, be good for your body, shey you yeah.
Teta, gbasi ike ma nwere onwe gị site n'ọgwụ ọbara bụ Ferrobin nke nwere iron. Ọ bụ maka mụ na gị ahụ gbasiri ike na uche zuru oke. Ferrobin kwụ gị n'azụ kpọmkwem. Ferrobin o nwere iron na folic acid, nsogbu adịghịzi. Ọ dị ọnụ ala ma dịkwa mfe nweta. Ferrobin nke mmiri na-amasịkwa ụmụaka. Kwụrụ chim ma nwee obiọma ụbọchị niile. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ Fidsin Healthcare PLC mepụtara Ferrobin. Ị ga-enweta ya n'ụlọ ahịa ọgwụ ọbụla n'ala anyị bụ Nigeria.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, let's get you on board right now. Of course, you can talk to us on 0907 677 1029, 0916 988 1029. We also have 0809 666 1029. Magic FM Abba is our YouTube channel, and we also have our Facebook.com/Magic FM. All right. Let's see what you can tell us. The lines are free for you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
How you doing?
And how are you doing?
Okay. My name is Amikebu. I'm calling from the land of rising sun in Eastern region.
Okay.
It has been a while. I have not participated in the Magic FM.
Please go ahead now, quickly.
I have to say, between the system which we used to run in Nigeria, we use our full-heartedly to run in Nigeria. But in the other way round of life, which we see from the Mohammedan area. Their system is different. We can see how Okorata is clamoring and working. By the end of the day, nothing will come out of it. He's using us to be pushing the car, and we cannot be able to compensate to make ourselves better or our land. We cannot be able to fix anything. That's why we are saying, when our people come together and speak a right thing, let all these politicians queue inside it so that things will be better. Have a blessed morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You too. Have a blessed morning. All right. Keep calling us. Let's get to hear your side of the bargain this morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Name and location.
Yeah, my name is Honorable Elvis.
All right.
I'm calling from Aba.
You're welcome.
Yes. I want to speak on this issue of Umeha and P2B.
Umehia is in River State. Did you mean Umahi?
No, in Dave.
Umahi. I think that's the name.
Umahi, that's.
Thank you.
So, this P2B, is it different from that P2B that have no structure in 2023? Is it the same P2B?
Question.
See, I don't know why these people try to irritate people. Somebody has come out to contest for president and he brought out his program. Talk about his program. Bring out your own. We are there to decide, not even you. Sometimes somebody will just come and start Easterners. We're not. Who are the Southeasterners? Are you the Southeasterners? You are one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have one vote. All of us have one vote. And we are so, we're even more intelligent than, some of us are even more intelligent than that person. So you don't tell us who to vote for. As for what is going on at the federal level, see, in a normal society, in a civilized society, by now, heads would have started rolling. By now. But the only thing is this, somebody have already come out earlier to exonerate those who are with him. And now the president have called for investigation. How do you reconcile the two? So that is the issue. And that shows that we are being governed by project. That's exactly what happened in this country.
Okay.
Let
me, yes, thank you very much. Dr. Nwoha.
Yes.
The caller now just mentioned the fact that in a normal civilized society, that by now heads should have been rolling. Some people have said, even if they are not rolling, they should just step aside, still standing.
Yes.
So step aside. What is your take?
Yes, my take is that they should step aside for a thorough investigation to take place. You don't investigate a man who is still sitting on his seat.
Mm-hmm.
He will impede that investigation. So I support the last caller really. By now, for us to have an unimpeded and unbiased investigation into that Matthew Adeyemi matter, the supposedly fake agency, many people should step aside. Even if Hayes don't roll. I don't know that figure of speech.
Okay.
Hayes, how does Hayes roll?
No, it has always been there before you and I were born. Heads keep rolling. All right, we lost you, but you can still call back. Let's get to hear from you quickly before we check out the social media pages. Okay, let's get to hear from you quickly. Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Big Bonnie.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Nwoha.
Good morning, welcome.
Thank you. My name is David.
Okay.
I want to talk about the problem having in South Africa with the other countries, including Nigeria.
Okay.
You see, I don't believe in this part of scripture that say if somebody slap you, if you turn to the other side and they slap you again the second time. That is the problem we're having. I don't know if Nigeria believe if somebody slap you, you turn to the other side and slap you the second time. The second time may be too bad. So what I'm trying to say is that people from South Africa that are living in this country, in this our Nigeria. And these South Africans, they have businesses in Nigeria. So what is the move of the government of Nigeria doing to these people? Yeah? Many of Nigerians that do their business are working in South Africa. All of them has come back. I have one of my friends who has been doing well in South Africa, doing his business. He's doing well there. Because of this problem, he came back empty-handed. And other people from South Africa are in this Nigeria. And Nigeria are believing that they will turn the balance and South Africa and slap them again. So what are they doing? Are they going to leave this problem like this? Please, let them do something.
Okay, yes, indeed. The thinking amongst Nigerians is that something should be done. But I think we are becoming more brilliant than the teacher. You know, the teacher tells you this is figure X. You say, no, it is Z. Because our government is being too diplomatic. And that is the thinking of many Nigerians. And not necessarily mine, not necessarily that of people in politics. But I know that a lot of Nigerians feel that our approach to this matter in South Africa is rather like a snail moving from Aba to Kotangora. I don't know how far.
But for me, I don't believe that the best thing for us to do is to start pushing South Africans who are here back to their country. It's just two wrongs cannot make a right. Let us face this as it is within the ambits of the law.
Well,
yes, let us not behave
yes,
like
we should tell us how. Is it by writing to the Hague? Like
yes, by taking
done?
action. By now, somebody should have a high power delegation should have visited South Africa.
No,
3 weeks ago.
all of those would have been done. We have a high commission in South Africa.
No, I mean from here, when the high commissioner has failed us completely.
Well, okay, let's now check the Facebook page. We have Christian Asokalu here. Christian says, Peter Obi, not a threat to Tinubu. I laughed in Abangwa. This will work if APC government continues their rigging strategy. But if all parties candidates come to the field and INEC conducting free and fair elections, I doubt if Umahi's speech will hold water. For Bajagate, let our politicians remember that after here on earth, there is somewhere waiting for us. Okay, a good name is better than riches. Have a blissful midweek. You too, my dear brother Christian Asokalu. Umecha Okoro says, I concur for the support from Northern and Southeast here. But would election be free and fair? If not, our support effort will yield to nothing or amount to nothing. I guess that is what you meant. Okay, Uncle Ahukana Maxwell Nwokoma. Good morning, great minds. The presidency is more interested in acquiring power and not governance. The way things are going in this country under the present administration calls for serious concern. May God never allow us to say that there was a country. All right. Our good friend is writing from Obehe Nasa. Iheke Okoronkwo, good morning, gentlemen in the studio. Umahi says that Peter Obi is no threat to Tinubu. Then why are you afraid, jittery, and panicking? So you are doing the job of a propagandist while many federal government roads are in deplorable conditions. Oh my God. Okay. Iheke Okoronkwo there for you. Edward Ogbonanya from Igwebuike Street, Aba. Thank you. Say each day I love listening to Magic 102.9 FM. You say our programs are superb. Thank you very much, our good brother. Makachika Bia Maria Bikaricha. This name sounds
like
as if it's a Kiswahili name.
Yes. Shikareka.
No, we have a Bikaricha.
Okay.
And then Bia Maria. Oh my God, it's jaw breaking, really. But now let's get your message. You say Tinubu orders ICPC. All right. Democracy breeds insecurity and corruption. The worst military rule is better than. No, it is never acceptable anyway. I think democracy is better. It's how you practice democracy that is the problem. The best military rule can never be better. I disagree with you. Not on this program, I will not. Iche Fulachi Enimana. You were saying, Umahi saying that Peter Obi is not a threat to Tinubu is a fallacy. Politics should not be blind. Should not blindfold people when facts are being certain. Ezenwa Ikedinachi Prince Ikedi, he said, good morning. Please, what makes Peter Obi think that he will win APC government? That is, if he will win APC government, that's the question. Let him remember that INEC and judiciary are under this administration. Well, that's your thought. Of course, Ezenwa Ikedinachi writing from Ugunagbo government. Chikezie Madukwe, order probe from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President, to ICPC will end up with, as usual, I think you're trying to say that it will still end up like previous ones. Okay, Chikezie Madukwe. Gabriel Uluata, sometimes the way Engineer David Umahi talks is so funny. He says Peter Obi is not a threat to him, let alone the president and APC. So why are they always agitated whenever Obi sneezes? That's a question from Gabriel Uluata. Ogbuagu Emmanuel Simba, after destroying PDP, Modu Sharif still has the impetus and audacity to talk down on Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso. Well, he said, believe you me, he's going to destroy APC just like how he destroyed PDP. Whoa. Okay. These are reactions from Nigerians.
Yes.
We'll see, respect your cause. Who is here? Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mr.
Good morning. You're welcome.
So, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. You are doing wonderful for your analysis, okay?
All right.
My
Your name and your
is
location
Ronald
first, sir.
Imogwe.
Your name and your
My
location.
name is Ronald Imogwe.
All right.
I represent the Federation Kingdom. I'm calling you from over here this morning.
Okay.
Let me quickly react over that assertion credited to Mr. David Wezomai against the P2P. You see, these are the political, exhibitionists or political quagmires who does not know where to go. They don't want to support P2P that is vying for a presidential seat under this year one Nigeria. And they don't want to support Omasin Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, who is trying to restore back Biafra. You understand? They don't know what these people, in fact, have sold their integrity for a political, political support. Or let me say for a political purpose. So that you are supporting another person. You leave your brother, you don't want to support Omasin Kanu for the actualization of Biafra. You don't want to support P2P to go for this presidential position. Unfortunately, this is the reason why I'm always telling Nigeria that Mr. President is not the only problem we are having. You see, all this political cabal that he surrounded himself with, because they're very acrimonious, cantankerous, rancorous, vicious and venomous in nature, and also ambitious and sophisticated, in the sense that they don't want anybody to criticize this government. The duty of every democracy is criticism. No matter the level of the political opprobrium, people can still admit it in a democratic country or world like that. But in this so-called Nigeria as a country, so, and these people are still presenting this country in a very unprecedented radical before the international court.
Okay. Let's thank you very much. Dr. Eugene Woha here. I'm sure you used Michael West like I did.
Yes, I saw cantankerous.
Did you use Michael West?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I was in secondary school in the 70s.
I'm not sure that many people will tell us the color of Michael West today. All right, but I think
the dictionary.
Very many people who read Michael West or used it will speak in that manner. I do sometimes. Like Nigeria needs nothing but easy cotarism. Have you heard that before?
I'm not.
Oh my God. Okay, who is here? Talk to us. Hello.
Hello, Big Ben. Good morning. Big morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. My name is Pastor Fondi Hechuka. I'm calling from Aba.
Mm-hmm.
The issue of the way our leaders talk sometimes, the thing is, I don't know how to put it. A leader should know when to talk and when to keep silent. There is time for everything. To me, personally, there are some issues that will happen. I will just say, I will not say anything. No matter how you pressurize me, I will tell you, I am not going to say anything. Because when your mind is not sound, or when you have something against somebody, whatever you will say that time will spark things up. The issue of people are, they're insulting you, You are the one that is insulting yourself. David Umahi is the one insulting himself, not even the obedience movement. I don't know. Nigeria should establish a special institution for the leaders so that they will know what they are doing. I don't like our leaders just talking from two sides of their mouth. They can say anything at any time.
Yes. I think indeed you have said exactly what you wanted to, but in different, going around it. We need to thank you very much so that others can also, have their say here. I want to believe you understand the fact that you can have your say, but you may not have your way.
It's true.
It's like true. Those of you who say there's freedom of speech, but it's the freedom after speech
that matters.
Oh my God. I don't know why you are eliciting so much out of me today. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Moiramba, the call from Fox Road.
Okay. Welcome, my brother.
Are the sister, my dear?
Sister. Oh, now, yeah, sister.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You.
Yeah.
Carry on. Sorry.
Person they kill your brother, your sister, your mother, your pikin. Chase them, come out for country. You say, make we write love letter. Go give them. Make them sign paper, give us, say, then go pay for waiting and destroy. They consider the man will lose his wife. They consider the woman will lose the husband. They consider children when they don't make orphan. For this economy, when this world they so, now love letter now we go right. The truth of the matter is say, the time when I listen to South Africa president talk finish, now I know say this matter now between South Africa government and some of our politicians. Because it gets something when they get. She na my opinion now they deliver so. It just be like say South Africa people, they want to take over the investment when they carry our money from here to go put there, and they say no. And the matter not done well, let's make this thing happen. My dear brother and listeners, make I tell you, the kind crowds when they come out, my dear, no be play, they plan am. And somebody say, make we write love letter, go give them, let them sign paper, give us. Like Patient Jonathan talk, the day now your turn. Tomorrow if you cannot accept it.
And you too. Oh. About that time when I was taking Coco Gary in Wari, now so would they talk this this pigeon. Thank you very much, my sister. All right. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Chimet calling you from Aba.
You're welcome.
All right. I want to, commend Devil Mind for speaking out. After all, this is a media world. Everybody has his right to say whatever he wants to say. But what we are apologizing or pleading on our behalf, on the behalf of masses, is please give us work this time around. Because last time they told us about bridges, we don't want to hear about bridges this time around. We want our vote to count. So that if he is more popular than P2B, we don't want to know. If he has is more powerful than we don't want to know. What we know is let's give us count. Let our vote count for one. So that we know who is who in this time around. And for South Africa's xenophobic attack. You know, those people that are being evacuated in Nigeria, I want to know, do federal government have anything provided for them to do? Their business has been gone, everything taken over from them. I overheard also the Kanwe is saying that the companies, we should use another so that those people in South Africa will pay for the damages or companies that have been taken over by South African government. They should pay. I mean, is it sounding that way? Okay, South Africa should pay. Are you okay? The company in Nigeria should pay. Are you telling me that the money is it going into whose pocket? Is it going to those people that left their companies down to Nigeria state or to the federal government?
Well, for the purpose of participating in this program, we would say that you have done well, but those questions are not for us. Unless we hear something in that direction from government or any quarters, then we can push it. And that is our job. We can't answer those questions. Thank you very much.
But there's something I want to ask. We have South African companies here in Nigeria. Do we have South African, Nigerian companies in South Africa?
Of course there are. If nothing else, some of your slush money are in South Africa.
Not
in terms of buildings and everything, there are. Some of our men and women are doing very well there.
I know. They are medical doctors, they are lecturers.
They have businesses there.
Maybe we have our big churches there too.
Whichever way. We have our concerns there. Yes. But for a human being to be anywhere, it is not about business.
He should be protected.
And if you are not doing business, you can't be anywhere.
Yes.
Even if it's waking up from your little hut in the village to your farm, it's your village. Even if you're climbing palm tree, it's your business.
Even if it is akara,
it's your business, isn't it?
It is.
So, hello.
Hello. Big morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everything?
Good morning, sir. Can you talk to us quickly?
I want to talk about this South African issue.
Okay.
The two South African companies here, the MTN and the other one.
That's the copious ones, the ones you can tell. There are many others. Yes, go ahead.
I'm not talking about selling them. I'm talking about issuing shares to those who are coming back, the returnees. They should issue them the MTN shares in compensation to their lost properties in South Africa.
Okay.
Then another one in a lighter note. We are talking about those in the upper run and at the lower level. I'm at the upper lower level because I can eat what I want to eat. I eat about 2 times in a day.
Create your London for yourselves. I get you.
Upper lower level.
Okay. I think we need to thank all of you today for participating in the program, but especially to Dr. Eugene Nwoha here. You've been exceptionally wonderful, and your contributions have, made the program very lively. I need to extract from you that tomorrow I'll have you again here. Okay, now English, yes or no?
Yes.
Nah, you're right.
Okay.
Thank you so very much, Doctor.
Thank you.
All right, my name is Bonnie Onogu, and indeed, this is where we wrap up the program today. We'll be back tomorrow, and indeed, I'll be having Dr. Eugene Nwoha here again. We'll be looking at other issues in the polity, and they're dropping them, as usual, on People in Politics. Have a wonderful midweek.
Thank
you. No firewood, no charcoal, say hello to the new non-smoky party jollof. Hey. Sure you like the taste of party jollof?
Enjoy the new Knorr Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
Now you got the flavor. If you want that smoky flavor that you like to show off, no Smoky Party Jollof.
Enjoy the instant goodness. Chocolate, instant goodness on the way. Reaching milk and reaching cocoa. Don't drink like John Vance. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
because it good for stronger health. What you need, Amatem, fast relief. If malaria is not you with Amatem, no issue. Oh, only the time. Oh, Amatem something. Fight malaria, no stress. Amatem something.
When malaria show, no time to talk. Amatem soft gel at Bodogu.
Guy, we don't talk since so. Ha, make I go do my work, We go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. How about? You know the tire.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make myself they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you day on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load down, talk they go. Oh yeah, shoppers, make una hear correct gist. Maggi chicken flavor promo don land o.
Buy Maggi chicken flavor 50 double cubes pack and get 10 extra cubes free.
Yes, so and if you buy small 10 double cubes pack, you go get 4 cubes free.
Now more rich chicken taste, more enjoyment, and more value for your money.
Rush go your nearest shop now and ask for Maggi chicken flavor promo pack before e finish. Offer valid while stocks last. Me and Maggi, so good together.
My brother, I hear say Lafarge don't change name.
Yes, now. Lafarge Africa PLC don't transform. Come become HBM Nigeria PLC. The name don't change, but now still the same ogbonge cement and other building solutions company. We help build Third Mainland Bridge, National Assembly Complex, First and Second Niger Bridge them, Cocoa House, National Theatre, plus plenty of construction for this we country since 1960.
HBM Nigeria, formerly Lafarge.
HBM Nigeria PLC, formerly Lafarge Africa PLC, Beyond Buildings.
It's time to go old school.
102.9.
Back to the old school.
Waiting this up, when I do see you, they lick lollipop. Now you dey from Robocop, when I treat the reality must come out. Ask them, who don't know me, Oluwana? For one of those, when we Mr. Lobola, I'm pocket matching the backseat, you know how I'm fellow clapping, what they don't wanna see all that. Who know follow me around my race, if you less, they're trying to crazy. Be not there to their face, and right now I don't feel like it. Daddy, come away. Mommy, come away. Daddy, come away. Mommy, come away. Nítorí wọ́n ti sọ mí di kíngì, nítorí pé wọ́n bá mi lórí spíkà kíngì. Àwọn ọmọ tó yàgbà lórí Blackberry kíngì. Àwọn tó ti darúgbó de say what are you singing? Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jésù. Wọ́n fún mi jẹ bí àmàlà àti ewédú. Ẹni mi sọ fẹ́ ni wọ́n pa mí bọ̀ tí wọ́n rébù. Bí yóò ṣọmọ kékeré wọ́n gbé mi ní krédù. My guy, we no send whether you like me or not. If you don't like me, my brother no be by force. Gone are those days we dey ready same plus. Home jẹun dáadáa, pass my message dey chop.